Well, good morning, everybody. This is Catherine Toon, and I just thought I'd hop on real quick today. But I was recently listening to a sermon that Jamie Engelhardt did, Bishop Jamie Engelhardt, that so many of you know and reverence. But he did a message on the Father's business, which I thought was awesome. And I've been sitting with it and what is our Father's business, right? Because we are under the new covenant, we are empowered as sons and daughters, and we are commanded as sons and daughters with the commandment of love. That is our Father's business. When love manifests, freedom manifests. When love manifests, healing manifests. When love manifests, purpose is empowered, right? Because you cannot operate as a son or daughter to do the exploits that you are called to do without knowing your Father and knowing that you are a son and daughter who is vastly loved. This is my beloved son and daughter in whom I am well pleased. And when you operate from the pleasure of God, you are free to take the risks that he says. And sometimes that is loving people who are really unlovely, right? That's taking a risk because that makes us vulnerable to people who sometimes aren't that lovely. Now, I'm not saying to go out and, completely make yourself vulnerable to people that are toxic. Okay, there is such a thing as boundaries, but love makes things safe. You see, when you are whole inside and operating from that place of love, you are free to take risks, and you are free to love people who don't know how to love, who don't know how to love you back. So what is your Father's business? Well, it is healing and saving and delivering, right? Bringing into wholeness, bringing into the knowledge of the one who loved you and gave himself up for you. Our Father's business is to love. We have one command, to love. We have the commandment of freedom. The freedom operates by where the Spirit is Lord, right? And we have the commandment to be one as God says that we are one. So that means linking arms with our brothers and sisters that, we may just flat out disagree. And, that does not change one iota. We don't come together based on agreement. We come together because we're brothers and sisters and we love one another. So, sometimes, when I look at kind of what is going on in our relationship with one another, I'm really grieved, and I think it's the heart of God, because when we start, it's okay to disagree passionately. That's good, right? But we're not allowed to stop loving one another, right? There's brothers and sisters in our camp that I just flat out disagree with, but oh my goodness, I so love them. And there's brothers and sisters outside the camp that, oh my goodness, do I disagree with stuff? And they may be operating in some toxic stuff, but you know what? Love is never up for grabs, is it? It's never up for grabs. And so you can love the unlovely. You can love the religious. You can love the people that have kind of run off the rails. You can love, oh my goodness, yourself, where you've been toxic and you've run off the rails. You see, we are one with the person of love. And that empowers us to love the unlovely. That empowers us to love ourselves in the areas where, oh my goodness, that is really unlovely. And so we're called to that. So we can be about our Father's business. Love changes the world. Love brings transformation. How does that happen? Because our minds are renewed to who we really are, and to who people really are, and who God really is. And we're transformed by the renewing of our minds. And so as we're transformed, we're being unveiled in the image of love himself, right? And that changes the world. The earth is groaning for the manifestations of the sons of God. So the sons of God do their Father's business. The children of God are growing up and maturing, and the sons are maturing as well, but the sons have reached a level of maturity where they can handle the mandates. They can handle the dominion that has been given us, and it's a dominion of love. At the end of the day, God is love. He is truth as well. But truth brings freedom. Love brings freedom, and truth and love are never at odds with one another. So, sometimes we need to back up. Sometimes, we can let people be wrong. Sometimes we can just love them right where they're at. We can love people in the unloveliness of sin. We can do that because we are empowered, and that is a supernatural empowerment. So I'm just encourage you, be about your Father's business today. Be about the business of love. Be kind to yourself. Be patient with yourself. Be kind and patient with one another. And, and there are times when we do need to speak the truth and do need to confront things, but it's always in the basis of love. Listen, if people know they're loved, they can handle what truth you're handing because they know, oh my goodness, this is to build me up. This is to build me up. So, be a son, be a daughter today. Be led by the Spirit. What does love look like in your situation? How does love take dominion over the spaces that are out of lordship? And God is Lord of the whole world, but he's given the earth to the sons of man. And so we are to take dominion. It's the dominion of love in every place that doesn't look like that. And usually that's just places in our minds that manifest as ugliness around us. This is the Christmas season. This is the time when, wow, this is even more acute. The lack is more acute, and people feel lonely, and people are like, wow, it's supposed to be so great, and it's not here. Let's reach out to one another. Let them know that you really care, that their people are on your mind. It's a time to forgive. We really do hurt one another sometimes, and it's the time to let it go. And you can do that with supernatural empowerment. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Candace. So I just encourage you, if there's people, make a list of people that, wow, you know what? It's time to bury the hatchet and bury it all the way. Don't leave the handle up, right? It is time to forgive. It is time to step out and do something small. Small things make a huge difference. If people are lonely, slow down a bit. I know it's a busy season, but slow down a bit to say hi and just let them know that you care. And that can make all the difference for people. People are lonely. And people who don't know God and don't know how to experience him and don't need how to operate is the ones that need to be loved the most, right? And so it's not a guilt message. It's an opportunity message. It's an opportunity for you to be who God created you to be, because you're marked by love to make the mark of love in your world. Anyway, I hope this has been a blessing for you today. Merry Christmas, everybody. Enjoy the season. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself and nurturing yourself, and then also giving away to others. Love you guys. You have an amazing day. Bye-bye.